It's the Bishop.
And Oz.
And we're back once again.
Yes.
Glad to be here.
Yep, as always.
Yes. It's always good to be seen and not viewed.
Yeah.
But then you are kind of viewing us on YouTube. That's
a whole nother,
and Facebook and wherever else you're viewing us. But we're glad you're viewing us.
Yes.
And however you're doing it, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
And don't feel free to comment.
Please do. We want to know what you're thinking.
Yes.
And if it's a bad thought, then we know to pray for you. Mm-hmm. If it's a good thought, it tells me we're doing something right.
Right. Amen.
So don't forget to do that. But I think we got a good topic today.
Yes.
I want to put a disclaimer out there. We are not therapists.
No.
We are just regular brothers that are giving our personal experiences and our opinions about what has gone on in our lives and things that, how we feel about certain topics. And so today's topic is dealing with childhood trauma.
Oh.
Childhood trauma.
Deep.
Now, I would start out with the question is, do you think there's anyone that don't have childhood trauma?
I would say, I hope so. I mean, I do think it's some good parents out there that took care of their children, took care of their children, did the best that they could, and trying to be the best that they could may have caused some unknown trauma, but I hope so. I hope nobody's, everybody in the world ain't dealing with childhood trauma. I hope there's some out there that had a great childhood.
But I believe that even with the most perfect parents, that there's still something, because it don't necessarily have to happen at home.
Yeah, or with your parents. Yeah.
It can happen in school.
Yeah.
It can happen on the playground. Childhood trauma can be at the job.
Or life can just happen.
Yeah, and get sick, or that girl don't like you, or she talk about you, or it's so many different areas that childhood trauma can develop. And so, I don't want parents to sit out there and think, oh, he about to bash the parents. They're about to tell us what all we didn't do right and all that stuff. No, that's not it. Now, have parents cause trauma with their children? Yes. But are the parents the only people out there that's doing that? No. There's so many different factors. And even in our personal lives, we can think of places where things were traumatic and how we had to learn how to get through them. And even as an adult, there are certain things that happen in our childhood that will explain why you act like you do in your adulthood. There are some out there that, because they didn't have a lot in the home, like food-wise, that they'll go overboard in buying food now because they want to make sure that they never have that experience again. There are those that want to make sure they buy the most expensive cars because when they were younger, all they did was walk.
Yep.
I remember walking to school. I remember.
Man.
I mean, on the coldest of days. We wasn't getting no 2-hour delay.
No, wasn't no such thing.
You walk to school, and let the best man win, and we was out there and our mothers would bundle us. I'm talking about like Christmas story bundle. And we had the one piece, zip that up and your arms out there. And don't forget you had to wear long johns.
Man, people don't remember long johns. And then your mama would rub that Vaseline on your face.
Lord, because that wind was going to blow and chap you out. And all that, and you had to work your way to school in them boots. And then you get into school and the boots become slip and slides. Yes, my boots became slip and slides. And I was praying that I ain't laying on the floor nowhere. I think I've been...
But you don't know what traumatized me. Most kids don't get traumatized by this, but I was traumatized because kids don't experience this today. And most of y'all my age will know where I'm coming from when I say this. XJ 900s. I'm traumatized. Do you understand me? My life has never been the same since.
Yeah, these kids don't know nothing about that.
They don't know nothing about it, man.
Don't know nothing about
XJ 900s.
Man.
Oh my God.
Pay less.
Pay less.
I think it was pay little, but anyways.
Man.
Yeah, my thing was when you had those things on, you had to go to the gym.
Oh my goodness. You slide across that floor.
You had to break early. Because if you didn't, you wasn't going to stop when you wanted to. You say you ain't stopping at the hoop. You gonna stop at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that it's like somebody put grease on the bottom of your
Pro
shoe.
wings.
Oh, I had Jordache.
Oh my goodness.
I thought
You remember
Jordache
the
was
Mick
jeans.
Gregors? You remember those?
Lord
Lord have mercy.
And then up to date, I guess Shaq's supposed to have the version today, but
Yeah.
I think their version is better than what ours.
Yeah, oh yeah. Generic shoes today outclass us, man.
You know, and our shoes, I mean, they would fall apart, would be flapping. You ever had your shoes talk?
Oh yeah, I done had holes in my shoes. That traumatized me too.
Man. And
Holes in the shoes, yeah. So now I got 9 different pairs, maybe 10. Okay. All right, I'm capping a little bit. I got like 15, maybe 20 pairs of shoes. And yes, all of them are name brand. Jordans, Nikes, Reebok. I got them.
Who was traumatized here? Oz was.
A little bit. A little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, and so you see why you did or do what you do because of where you've been.
Yeah.
And it happens in so many of our lives where we try to overcompensate and then we even push it off on our children. You know, we don't want our children to deal with what we dealt with, so we try to give them all of this.
Yeah, we
and
didn't have.
Truthfully, we are traumatizing them because we think we're helping them when we're actually making them worse. Because here you go, we're making them lazy, ungrateful, complacent. And then we complain about it. Oh, why are they like this? Well, you the one.
Yeah.
You are the one, and you're. And then when they get told no, then they need to go see a therapist.
Look. I think it's a healthy balance out there of giving to your kids and telling them no. You know what I mean? Like, and I've tried as a father to keep that healthy balance. You know, like if it was something special, you know, I would try to give them what they want, but not on an everyday occasion. You just want this because today's Friday. No, no, you don't need that because we not primary. We don't. There's nothing in this world that says we supposed to or should have anything that we got. So just be grateful that you got it because there's people out there doing a whole lot worse than us.
Another traumatic experience is cereal. Remember when we didn't get the name brand cereal?
Yes.
You know, you had to go down the generic. You know, they had the name brands right in your face. Then they had the generic ones up there, and you had to go get your kabooms.
King vitamins.
Oh, but those was good though.
Yeah, they was good. Kicks. Anybody remember Kicks?
Yeah, Kicks. Then they tried to come out with a berry Kicks or something like
Yeah.
that.
No, I tell you now, you know what I have not seen kids eat?
What?
Regular cornflakes that we had to sprinkle sugar on.
And hopefully you had some bananas.
Yes.
That's
But
good.
folks only mess with the frosted now. I don't even think I even see regular cornflakes on the shelf
I don't think I've seen it either.
But
Yeah, that was good eating. You know, and you had to eat fast because you didn't want your cereal to get soggy.
yes.
Because once it got soggy, it was just like I don't know.
And it was good reading material.
Yes. And they always had the prizes inside the box, and so you had to be the first one to the box to try to get the prize. And then sometimes they would hate you and put the prize all the way at the bottom of the bag, and you'd be like, "I'm trying to get the cereal out of there," and you see people put their hands in the cereal box. Then you be thinking, "I don't know where your hand been, and I don't want no more cereal." And you traumatized because your mama said you got to eat.
Yep.
And so, yeah. And so you just start buying your own little toys. Cause I'm not doing that, you know. But I mean, just little stuff like that. So because we had to buy the generic, now we buy the name brand cereals, and we don't, you know, we can't go to Aldi's no more and buy no cereal because, you know, they're not Fruit Loops, they're Fruit Rounds.
Yeah.
And I can't have no Fruit Rounds. I need the Loops. And,
Yep.
you know, we get like that, and it's just like, are you that traumatized
Yep.
by what happened in the past that you can't, you know, everything that happened in the past wasn't bad.
No.
And a lot of times I thank God for, you know, how mom shopped because it showed me about how to save money.
Yeah.
How not to go out there and try to buy filet mignon
Yep.
and all that other stuff. You get you some bologna, some bread, some cheese, and some chips, and you can eat a week off of that if you have to.
Yep.
You know,
if you have to, but kids today I don't think they've been in the position that we was in. You know, like you. I mean, everybody done been there where you got that bottom meal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Money low. You ain't got a lot of food in the refrigerator. You got that bottom meal. And honestly, I don't know what the bottom meal is today. But I know when we were kids, the bottom meal was pork and beans. And I mean, like, you would take some hot dogs and boil them. You would take you some pork and beans in a can, and then you would chop them. You would chop them hot dogs up and put them in them pork and beans, and that was a meal.
Or when my mother would get the hot dogs and wrap them around with them little biscuits. You had the 10 biscuits in the can and put it in the oven and let it bake around there. Yep. And that was your meal.
And now I can't stand pork and beans today. I'm not eating them. I can't do it.
I think today it may be ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles. Okay, yeah. Ramen noodles.
That might be then for some of us a delicacy. You said, ooh, I love me some ramen.
Wait, what? Mm-mm.
You eat that?
All the time.
You
with hot sauce.
And then now they cut up chicken and add shrimp to it. And I mean, they really think this is. But, you know, for me, I'm just like, that's a no-go. But anyways, childhood trauma. How do you get past it? Now, I can tell you where I hear what some people say. Some people say the only way you get past it is you got to go to therapy.
No, I don't think everything needs therapy. But I mean, like me dealing with Payless shoes, that don't need therapy. You know what I mean?
You might need to talk to somebody.
You know what I mean? You get over it, you get past it. Mama didn't have the money. If she would have had it, she would have got it for you. Mama didn't have the money. You grew up, you making your own money, buy your own shoes now. But, I mean, that don't need therapy. And honestly, a lot of stuff that I went through as a child, I probably needed to go to therapy. And I would hope that I'm past everything that I dealt with. But I believe I'm there. I believe I'm there. I believe I made it past the hard times of my childhood life, and I'm on the other side on it, and that's so much so that I can help somebody else.
So it's interesting because I think a lot of stuff I believe I have crossed over. I got past, but I think there's still some areas that I see in myself where I get reminders.
Yeah,
that did happen. Mm-hmm. You did have to deal with that. You had to go through that, and every now and again, you know, you have to sit. I think everybody needs to have that evaluation in themselves of, am I really past this?
Yeah. Because
one thing I know is if I can't talk about it, I probably ain't past it.
Yeah.
You know, that's a heavy thing. There's a lot of issues that happened in our teen life. I mean, the way people treated us. If you think about high school by itself, that could have been your biggest trauma.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you're trying to be cool. You're trying to, you know, be the one that, you know, people like. And
play the part. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, we trying to have the clothes everybody else got, have the hairstyle that everybody else got. And we wasn't there. You know, and honestly, and, you know, I've said in the past, none of them really was.
No.
You know, we all faked it real good. You know, just some faked it better than others. But that's traumatic.
Yeah.
And really, you don't even realize how traumatic it is until you get out of high school and look back at it and be like, man,
yep.
It's a lot of stuff I didn't do, a lot of places I didn't go, a lot of people I didn't talk to because I had this thought about myself and I didn't think I was good enough.
Yep.
You know, because prom, think about prom. Did you go to, no, the prom, we can talk about prom. And
never went though.
You know, we were worried about who we could ask because we didn't think, you know, maybe.
Nobody would ask, yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, who are you? But that's low self-esteem. I think low self-esteem is a result of trauma.
Yes.
Of being rejected. And
or just honestly told that you ugly, you're not good enough, I don't like you. You know what I mean? Because sometimes trying to talk to somebody can be brutal. You know
that's
what I mean?
True.
You know, you show interest in a young lady and instead of them just telling you, oh no, I'm fine, no, they take you through the ringer like you just, I don't know, like you was X-raying them or something, you know?
And then they go to their friends And he tried to talk to me. Ain't that nasty?
That messes folks up. You
Yeah,
know?
I remember in high school we had a dude, and we just called him Cool. And Cool, and if you watching this, God bless. He was one of the ugliest dudes I had ever seen in my life. But what Cool would do is we'd sit at the lunch table. We had 2 different lunch tables, and I was sitting at my table with my folks, and he would go down the whole table and cut up everybody. And I didn't understand. I'm like, how are you so ugly? But yet still you can cut everybody up. And I'm talking about he cut you deep. And I mean, everybody, once they cut you, everybody laughing. And you try to laugh it off. But really, you bleeding.
Yep.
And you thinking, dang,
Yep.
I don't even want to come here tomorrow.
Yep.
Cool gonna be at the table. And so you be trying to find stuff to talk about Cool. And I'll never forget one time, I decided I'm gonna stand up to Cool. I'm not having this no more. You're not talking about me no more. And there was a rumor about Cool Daddy out there, and I was waiting. I said, I got you now. I got you. And he said, I and you. I said, hold on. That's why your daddy a peeping Tom. Everybody, ooh, I was like, yeah. Man, Cool. Stop everything. He parked himself real good. That dude looked straight at me, and I'm talking about like he had a bazooka. And he blasted me so strong. I mean, he talked about me from the beginning to the end. I was just like, I don't want to talk no more. Trauma, man. And then what's so sad about this is I go to college, meet some of my best friends in college, and they were the same way. I mean, they would cut you. And I'll never forget, we had one in particular, and I'm going to be done with this. When the 4 of us would get together, we would cut each other up. That was just what we did. Well, we was right after a church event. And so we had some other people come with us. And so a young lady that was at the table, so we was cutting, and she decided she wanted to jump in. And she said, something. And I looked at her, I said, don't do that. And so, I ain't gonna say who it was, but I just say the tall one of all of us looked at her and said, oh. And once he said, oh, I was like, oh no. Oh no. He looked at her and he cut, I don't know what she had on, but she wanted to burn it after he got done with her.
Ooh.
Trauma.
I
mean, he cut her so strong.
Sometimes it's funny to others.
It's funny, but I mean, but she ain't talked the rest of the time at that table.
Ooh,
she was traumatized. But anyways, all we saying is trauma is real. It's something that do need to be dealt with.
Yes.
How you deal with it is up to you. I will hope that you do deal with it. Don't say it don't exist. It does exist, especially if it's stopping you from going forward in your life.
Yeah.
If you need to go talk to somebody, talk to somebody. If you need to pray about it, pray about it. However you need to do it, but please don't act like it's not there.
Yeah.
Because it's there, and it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you.
Yep. Because sometimes trauma can keep you in a cycle.
Yeah.
In a constant cycle, and you wonder, why am I keep dealing with the same thing? Because you ain't dealt with the trauma yet.
I'm the same kind of people. I'm dating the same one.
Yep.
Because you, like you said, you have not dealt with that. And until you deal with that, you want to be in an abusive relationship. Why would you want to be in an abusive relationship? Because that's the one that's how I started out. And so I feel like that's the only way they show me love. That's trauma.
Yes.
They have to cuss me. They have to lie to me. They have to steal from me. I love that. What? You're better than that. Trauma.
Oh, yes.
That's trauma. And so you need to get some help. You need to get some assistance. You need to talk. You need to talk to your pastor. If you need to talk to a counselor, you need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
But don't talk to the one that's causing you trauma.
Yeah. That's
not going to help you. You need to talk to somebody that's going to really talk to a professional. I would say talk to a professional, somebody that's a spiritual mentor to you that can help you get past where you are, because you don't want to stay stuck there.
No.
We just don't want you to stay stuck. But trauma is real. Childhood trauma, teenage trauma, adult trauma, it's all real. And we don't want you to think that we trying to minimalize it, but we want you to acknowledge it, that it has happened.
And let you know that you can get through it.
Yes, you can.
You don't have to stay there. You can get through it. You can be better. You can be good. You can help somebody else with what you've been through, and just get on the other side of this thing, man. Because life is too short to stay in a past that don't exist no more.
It don't exist.
It only exists in your mind.
In your mind.
So get past it. Get better. Help somebody else. Use that. Don't let it turn in on you. Use it and help somebody else, because somebody out there needs it.
It could be a building block.
Yes, stepping stone.
Yeah, that you can use it as that, and not something that's keeping you like quicksand.
Yeah.
And that's what some of us do. We allow that to, it's always been like this. It's always gonna be like this.
Wrong mentality.
No, that if you think like that, you traumatized.
Yeah.
And you need to get some help.
Yes.
There's so much more to that. One of these days, hopefully, we get us a therapist on here so we can see what they got to say.
That would be nice.
And they probably say that we both traumatized. And then we're going to look at them and tell them, you traumatized too.
After I bite my cookie. And after I drink my drink. Because I ain't traumatized.
Give him a raisin. You see how traumatized he
You
is.
see how folks be talking? See what I'm saying? I be trying to get past this stuff, but folks bring up things.
Let's talk about this. Why don't you like raisins?
Okay. It was the winter of no. No, but seriously, the reason why I hate raisins, and I mean I can't stand them.
God help us.
Because when I was a child, I didn't grow up in the best conditions. Okay, we had a little what you call a roach. Don't you laugh at me? I'm traumatized. We had what you call a roach problem. And them roaches would end up in the cereal at times.
Oh,
now I can't stand Raisin Bran. I can't stand raisins. I don't like Rice Krispie treats. I don't like Rice Krispies because of what they remind me of.
Okay.
I see folks eat them in my face, instantly go to them. Ugh. Like, why would you eat that? But that's just a little part of it, just a little part. But yeah, I can't stand it. Evil stuff. I just don't. You're just eating a bowl full of roaches. And I know what you're going to say, but all they is dried grapes. No, they're not. They roaches. That's what they are. That's what I see when I see them.
I hope nobody's eating breakfast while they're watching this.
With raisins. Because you just poured a bowl full of roaches. And on that, I'm going to drink.
We'll have our therapist on to help him through this traumatic season in his life. And maybe we can get him to eat a bowl of Raisin Bran. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Yeah.
No, that would not be wonderful. If I got to eat Raisin Bran,
wait a minute.
I'm bringing several different brands of teas so that he can drink them. Green, black, brown, gin, whatever I can find. And I will spend the money and just line them up.
And I have little seeds.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll plant the seeds in all the dirt that you brought. And we're going to watch it all grow together.
Now, that's the story we need to hear. Why does he hate tea? What person out there hate tea? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? How was you traumatized by tea? Because I love tea.
I ain't traumatized. It's just
no,
nasty.
No, he's traumatized.
It's straight out nasty.
No, he's traumatized.
It's nasty.
Look in his eyes right now, people. He traumatized.
Nasty.
Traumatized.
We done. We'll be here all day discussing why raisins is right and tea is wrong.
Oh, my goodness.
But we thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And let us know that you enjoy what you are seeing. If you have any ideas for us, any topics that you want us to talk about, please let us know. Mm-hmm. We are open to that as well.
Yeah, and let us know how much you hate raisins. Let us know.
And tea. Matter of fact, we do a poll. Which one is worse, tea or raisins?
Oh my God.
You said we could do this on DaBizhop and Oz. And I tell you, tea is going to win out. Because it's the grossest thing out on this planet. But thank you again. Thank you, Mogul Media, for bringing us to glow. As always, it's DaBizhop.
And Oz.
Catch us next time. This is DaBizhop.